is! Hello again to all my friends. I'm glad you decided to watch this video today. But if you want a reminder of what happened last time, here's a recap for you to play. Last time, Christian talked about Barney Rocks, a CD where we sang some of our favorite songs to the music genre of rock and roll, where we also got to hear songs from Come On Over to Barney's House. And then, we talked about Barney's Dino Dancing Tunes, a wonderful home video where we got to talk about my good friend, Professor Tinkerpot. And now, we're going to continue our video by taking a slight detour away from my house, real quick, to discuss something very important before we talk about the very last home video that was ever filmed there. And now, let's get back to the video.
Thanks again, Barney, and hello again, everyone. Now, as you may remember from the last time we talked about Barney's house, we talked about some of the fun things you could do on the DVD menu of Come On Over to Barney's House, the Barney Rock CD, and Barney's Dino Dancing Tunes, while going into a lengthy backstory about Professor Tinkerpot. Sorry again about that, I just didn't want to leave anything out so you can know who Professor Tinkerpot is, so Barney's Dino Dancing Tunes could probably make a little bit more sense. But anyway, as Barney said, before we're going to talk about the last Barney home video that was ever filmed at Barney's house, and well, maybe one of the live shows about Barney's house, basically, we're going to take a detour to another Barney home video. Because you see, before the release of the next home video that we're going to talk about that was released in 2001, and after the video we just talked about that was released in 2001 as well, there was also a video released in 2001 called Barney Let's Go to the Zoo. And technically speaking, it's not a Barney's house video because they don't even stay at Barney's house, they just go to the zoo, but I feel like this video was written during the time they were making the Barney's house videos, especially because the writing seems to match it, and not only that, but basically there's some context clues onto how some of the lore works for the Barney characters, like how they could possibly go to the real world if now everybody's just hanging out at Barney's house. For you see, at the beginning of the home video, after they make the towel cart, basically we see the shooting stars in Barney's colors, purple, green, and yellow. And they can also kind of count as BJ and Bebop's colors since BJ's yellow and Bebop's green. And you think this is just a visual effect to get you excited for, like, the home video since we see them swooshing around the zoo area. Well, technically that may or may not be true, but at the scene where the shooting stars finally arrive at the zoo, basically that's when they absorb a sign there, and the dinosaurs just magically emerge out of that pole. I am not kidding you. The dinosaurs magically pop out of a sign area for the zoo.
Oh boy, oh boy. What a great day to visit the zoo. BJ, Baby Bob.
Here I am. I had to get my camera. Now I can take pictures of all the animals.
Oh, good idea. So, where's Baby Bob?
She was right behind me. Hey, Sissy, hurry up. Woo, here I am. I had to get my backpack. See? And I've already got mine.
Well then, let's get our tickets and go inside!
So, this technically means that the dinosaurs can now magically turn into shooting star beams and then absorb off them and just to magically emerge out of it just so they can get into our human world, which may or may not be how BJ and Baby Bop magically appear and disappear every time they appear in a Barney video, not counting what was said in Steven's script about using their imaginations to get home, because I'm sure that might be used too, but seeing how they magically disappear at the end of the video through the same pole, it's like, how can I not unsee it since we always wonder how BJ and Baby Bop just magically disappear out of sparkles, you know?
And maybe it's just me, but this clearly doesn't help with people who just claim the dinosaur characters in Barney are just imaginary and not magical beings.
But anyway, basically the home video's not that much special to talk about, except for mentioning a few things. The general plot is that Barney's taking BJ and Bebop to the zoo, and we're invited to, and basically we get to learn all about all sorts of different animals, while 3 subplots are going on. The first subplot is that Baby Bop wants her stuffed animal Nellie the elephant to actually see real live elephants, which convinces her that Nellie should be with the elephants because she thinks she's reuniting her stuffed animal with her family. Although Barney does assure her that Nellie wants to stay with Baby Bop at the end of the home video, so they get that sorted out, but anyway. And then the second subplot is that BJ has a camera because he wants to take pictures of all the animals they see at the zoo, even though sometimes they don't really go as planned. And then the third and final subplot involves the return of Scooter McNutty.
Oh, what are you doing in there?
Well, I heard you were coming to the zoo, so I came along to see the most wonderful animal of them all.
Oh, the lion?
No. The tiger? The elephant? No. I want to see the squirrel. The squirrel? Yeah, I know he must be around here somewhere. Daddy Scoop. Bye-bye.
Did he really say squirrels?
That's what he said.
Oh, my.
I'm not sure they even have squirrels at the zoo.
So yeah, that's just basically the whole plot of the video. Not very interesting if you want something that has a consistent plot like the other videos I talked about. But basically, it's still a very fine home video written by Stephen White, and not only that, but if you love animals and learning about them, or basically just videos that talk about animals in general, then this is definitely the home video for you. But what's also worth mentioning in this video, besides the whole implication that it might be in the house era thing, is that it's also a home video worth mentioning because it's the last major home video for several things. Like, this is the last home video directed by Jeff Jittle before he would stop directing entirely and only come back one last time to direct The Best of Barney. And then it's the last appearance of Scooter McNutty in production order, along with the last time he's puppeteered by his puppeteer, Todd Duffey. It's the last home video where Duncan Brannan was the singing voice for Barney before he would leave the Barney franchise to continue voicing Chucky. It's the last Barney home video to include the Barney character Miss Kepler, the science teacher, who was played by Jean Ray Price.
Hello, Barney, BJ, Baby Bop! Welcome to the zoo!
It's Miss Kepler, the science teacher from school.
Oh, I didn't know you worked here.
Well, I like to help out when I'm not busy at school.
And this is also a sad time yet again, because basically this is the last home video where David Joyner, who's been the costume performer for Barney ever since Barney in Concert from 1991, also decided, just like Bob, after filming Barney for like a numerous amount of projects, he would decide to leave the role too. Only unlike Bob, he would decide to actually still play Barney on tour, beginning with the Barney's Open House tour that was made to promote Come On Over to Barney's House. And he would continue to play Barney on tour until 2006, where he would pick up a new character, Hip Hop Harry, so that would mark the official time David Joyner left the Barney franchise. And he was honestly one of the best Barney costume performers on the TV show ever, because he gave Barney a whole bunch of energy, which became a part of his character, so that's why we usually remember Barney being very energetic, and he created a lot of Barney's signature moves, like his 360-degree spin. So honestly, it's very sad to see him leave the role all back then, even if it was just for the TV show during the time. But either way, basically, he was one of the best Barney costume performers out there, and he will always hold that record in my opinion. But before we move on, I guess I can talk about the first Barney live show David Joyner ever did as Barney on tour instead of Barney on TV, because even though I was going to skip it at first because there's not much to talk about it, I guess I can talk about it real quick since I did say I was going to talk about every moment in Barney history where we saw Barney's house and whatnot. And this does pretty much connect to the Barney's house era, seeing how it takes place at Barney's house. So anyway, unfortunately the live show isn't very much because it's just a basic sing-along that just happens in front of Barney's house. In fact, Others than saying the Dino Dance is brand new, which at the time it was. Basically, nothing relates to the Barney's House home video, apart from the setting just being the front yard of Barney's house, so there's not much to talk about it when it comes to the house part. And no wonder some live shows reused it without the house concept. I mean, they barely talked about the house. But here's a quick rundown of the show and the song so you can get a good idea of what it's like. Also, before I show you anything, I do apologize for the video quality of this tape. It's basically the best to full version of the original show that I could find, and unfortunately it wasn't in very good quality because whoever took care of the tape didn't really keep it in good condition, you know? But anyway. So, the show obviously begins with Barney arriving on stage to the Barney theme song. You know, Barney is a dinosaur, yeah, you get the idea. And after they're done singing that song, that's when Barney welcomes the audience to the show and starts to sing the song If You're Happy and You Know It.
You're happy and you know it, 2 or 3. You know it, 2 or 3.
Which is then followed by If All the Raindrops.
If all the raindrops were never drops and gumdrops, oh, what a rain that would be. Standing outside with my mouth open wide.
And then Mr. Knickerbocker.
Mr. Knickerbocker, boppity bop. I like the way that you boppity bop. Hey, Mr. Knickerbocker, boppity bop. I like the way that you boppity bop. Oh yeah! Whoa!
It's in the airplane song.
Oh, we are flying in an airplane, looking out the window, watching the clouds go by. Flying in an airplane, looking out the window, up so very high.
And then the clapping game.
This is a song and a clapping game, it's so much fun to play. You can do it with a group, you can do it by yourself, you can do it most every day, just listen now.
And then It's a Great Day.
It's a great day, a beautiful day, the kind of day that makes me want to say, I'm glad that I'm alive, I'm happy to be me, and that's the way to be.
And then basically Colors All Around. So just basically a typical Barney and Friends sing-along show. So anyway, after Barney's done singing the standard songs, basically he tells everybody that he's been working on a new dance and tells everybody that they're going to have to exercise to get ready for it. So that leads to Barney singing the exercise song.
I exercise, it's good for me, it makes me strong, as you can see, I exercise, it's good for me, it makes me strong, as you can see.
And then, after they're done with that song, they sing the Dino Dance, and then they sing I Love You to end the show, and then Barney says goodbye to everybody as he leaves the stage. You know, when there's not a crowd of people blocking his exit. So yeah, that's the entire show. As you can see, it's not very much, which is why I wasn't planning on mentioning it and when I was making this video, because there's so little to it, to be honest. But yeah, and since there's so little to it, it can honestly be changed if they need to use it again in the future. Like, I swear, they used this song again for Barney's Zoo Tour, only they take out a few songs and re-record the dialogue to match with the whole zoo theme. And then to promote Barney Let's Go to the Farm, they re-recorded it again with Dean Went and changed the songs to fit with the farm theme. So it's like, this show can technically be made to represent whatever you want, as long as you do the proper re-recording and song replacing. It's crazy! Anyway, one minor show that I do want to bring up is basically the Barney Alton Towers show. Basically, the Alton Towers show is sort of similar to Barney's Open House, only BJ and Bebop are in it. It takes place at a treehouse Barney has, and he gives it a proper song introduction by singing Welcome to My Treehouse from Barney's Big Surprise.
Welcome to my treehouse. I'll pretend that you can be us. Way up in this big old tree, it's a real fun place to be.
But other than that, the show is pretty much the same. Yeah. But Anyway, so now that we're done with the live shows, we can finally move on to the last home video that I'm going to talk about. But you see, this is where Lyric Studios kind of reaches a problem when it comes to making Barney home videos. Because you see, they used to have a Barney costume performer who could, like, perform the character whenever they were going to make a new home video or an episode. But now, David Joyner, who was that costume performer, just left to perform Barney on the road. So this leaves Barney high and dry without a costume performer yet again. And so, whenever they were going to do a new home video during that time before they could do a season 7, they would have to find someone else who was also trained to be a Barney costume performer to help them with making that home video. And that's what they did when they made one more video at Barney's house before they shut down production on making home videos until they got the green light for a season 7 of Barney and Friends. And that actor in particular happened to be Antwaun Steele, someone who was casted to be a Barney costume performer with Carrie Stinson on the Barney tour, Barney's Musical Castle, and was basically playing Barney in some other places as well, like when he performed as the purple guy for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in 2000. So he was chosen to help them film their last Barney's house home video, Barney's Pajama Party. Barney's Pajama Party is actually a clip show of a few episodes from season 5, but mostly all of the episodes from season 6 of Barney and Friends. So, because of the fact that this is mostly a season 5 through 6 clip show, Bob West gets to be the singing voice of Barney, because how Barney clip shows work is that the songs are taken directly from Barney episodes or home videos, and not actually recorded as anything new, unless it's like a special sing, like in some later Barney home videos, or basically the I Love You song. But, as I was saying, because of this, that technically means Bob West gets to be the singing voice of Barney, even if it's, like, well, not really new dialogue or new singing vocals, because, well, they're taken directly from episodes he's already done before. And this clip show also keeps in the whole David Joyner costume performance Barney thing when it comes to the archive footage. Pretty interesting, huh? And the new material was directed by Fred Holmes, someone who's been directing for Barney ever since Is Everybody Happy back in season 4, and even became a writer as soon as the 10th season was in production, believe it or not. And he's pretty much the only Barney director to not only write video episodes, but also direct them, especially if he's directing episodes he wrote. Pretty cool, huh? So anyway, the clip show actually begins by us entering Barney's house as Barney's grabbing some stuff.
Oh boy, you're here! Welcome to my house, and to our slumber party. Oh, we're going to have so much fun! I've got your sleeping bag. Did you remember your pajamas and a toothbrush? Oh, you did? Oh, great!
Hey, Sissy, check it out! Look who's here! Who? What? Oh, hi, friend, hi! Now that you're here, we can start the party! And that makes me very, very, very happy! Yay!
So we get to hear If You're Happy You Know It's taken from Brushing Up on Teeth. But after that, that's when we cut back to Barney, BJ, and Bebop as they talk about the slumber party.
Oh, man! I'll bet this is gonna be the greatest slumber party ever! Me too! What is slumber?
Well, slumber is another word for sleep. So, at a slumber party,
We just sleep? That's it? No, Sissy. At a slumber party, you do lots of fun things before bedtime.
So Barney suggests to them that they could play London Bridge, which is a game he learned from his friend Mother Goose, as they played a clip from Barney's Rhymetime Rhythm, or its shorter form episode, A Little Mother Goose, where Barney and his friends sing London Bridge. But after that, Baby Bob asks if it's possible that there are fish living under London Bridge, and BJ says it's possible seeing how fish live in water, and that leads to Barney bring out the crayons and paper so they can do some coloring, even though Baby Bob's not sure what she should draw, so they sing the song Colors Make Me Happy from You've Got to Have Art to bring up some coloring ideas.
Colors make me happy everywhere I go. The world is like a rainbow, putting on a beautiful show. Oh, putting on a beautiful show.
here. There! Now, has everyone finished their pictures?
I have. Me too.
And what did you draw?
It's a teddy bear.
Aww.
See? Yeah.
He looks nice and cuddly. And what did you draw, BJ?
A picture of me flying through outer space in a rocket ship. Zoom!
Oh, how exciting!
Whoa! Well, what did you draw, Barney?
Oh, I drew a picture of a farm. See?
Oh, cool! If that's a farm, where are all the animals?
Well, they're all inside the barn.
So that leads them into singing Down on Grandpa's Farm, also from You've Got to Have Art. And after they're pretty much done with their animal puppet show of that song, we just stumble onto this.
Quack, 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 I'm a little duck. Snack, 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 I'm a hungry dinosaur. Quack, 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 I'm a hungry duck. Snack, 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 I'm a hungry dinosaur. Snack, quack, quack, snack, we're hungry.
Oh, my.
Barney decides the only way to fix this is by letting BJ and Bebop each choose one snack for everyone to eat, and basically BJ gives out hints that he wants to order a pizza, so they sing the Nothing Beats a Pizza song from Try It, You'll Like It.
Pizza, pizza, nothing beats a pizza. It's my tummy's favorite. Pizza, pizza, we love to eat a pizza with yummy toppings over it.
And by the time we get back to Barney's house, that's when we see Barney ordering the pizza itself.
Hello, I'd like to order a cheese pizza, please. Oh, yes, extra large and with extra cheese. Okay, that'll be fine. Oh, and how fast can you get it here?
Pizza's here!
Oh, gee, that was fast.
Here you go, BJ. Careful with that box. It's still pretty warm.
Okay, thanks. Ah, excellent.
Now it's Bebop's turn to tell us what she wants to eat, which is popcorn, and that leads us into singing the popcorn song from How Does Your Garden Grow?
Oh, you can hear it, see it, smell it, eat it, touch it, crunch it, taste it, munch it. Popcorn is really neat, fun to make and fun to eat. Popcorn is a pop pop, ever bopping, never topping, show stopping, zany kind of treat. It's a pop pop, ever bopping, never topping, show stopping, zany kind of popcorn.
Ooh, look at all that cheese. Well, there we are. Enough popcorn and pizza for all of us to share.
It's time to eat. Oh, not yet, sissy. Barney's forgetting something.
Oh, I am?
Sure. Baby Bop and I got to pick our treats, but you didn't pick one yet. That's right. What would you like?
Well, let me think. We already have something cheesy and something crunchy. Maybe it would be nice to have something sweet.
And Barney's choice of something sweet is muffins, which leads them to singing Do You Know the Muffin Man from the Barney episode 5 Kinds of Fun, an episode that talks about your 5 different senses. So anyway, after that song is done, that's when we go back to the dinosaurs who have finished their snacks. And this reminds Barney of a story called The Ants and the Grasshopper, taken directly from 7 Days a Week. I'm pretty sure you know how the story goes. The story is about either one ant or a whole colony of ants who are working hard for their food, but there's this lazy grasshopper who's barely doing anything to give himself some food, and basically the ants kind of criticize him for it.
You work so hard, you must be crazy. You, Mr. Grasshopper, are just plain lazy.
And basically, in the end, the ants are proven to be right because the grasshopper starves during the winter because there's nothing to eat, and this encourages the grasshopper to try to work for his food from now on by working just like the ants. So after they're done with the story, that's when BJ starts bugging Baby Bop in a typical Big Brother way, and Barney tells Baby Bop there are actually some bugs out there that are actually beautiful, which leads to them showing the lightning bugs that's outside their windows, as they sing the song Twinkle Little Lightning Bug from Itty Bitty Bugs.
Twinkle little lightning bug, twinkle. Twinkle little lightning bug for me. Twinkle little lightning bug all through the night. Your twinkles are so special to me.
Man, I wish wish I could fly like those lightning bugs. I'd go right up to the stars. But, you don't have any wings. Oh, yeah, right.
Well, you don't have to have wings to fly, you know.
I don't?
No, you could always fly in something like this.
The rocket I drew. Hey, I forgot about that. Would that really fly?
Oh, I'm sure it would, if we used a little imagination.
So this leads into singing the rocket song with the scene from Stick with Imagination.
Blast off! Flying high in the sky, they'll look back and wave goodbye as their spaceship is flying back home. To the Earth, past the stars, they'll see Jupiter and Mars as their spaceship is flying back home.
For it's 1, 2, 3, lots of fun for you and me. Keisha's the captain of the day. Hooray! When she leads the way, everything is a-okay as her spaceship is flying back home. Hip hooray!
After that's done, BJ comments on how he wants to be an astronaut when he grows up. And then Baby Bop says she wants to be a cowboy or a cowgirl. She's honestly fine with either. And Barney says if she wants to stick with that, then he has some friends that she should meet, which is the famous band, Riders in the Sky, singing their classic song How Does He Yodel from Howdy Friends. After that, BJ tries to carry stuff outside, but is interrupted.
Oops. Oh. Whoa. What? What you doing? Oh, well, I was getting ready to take our stuff outside. I thought it'd be really cool to sleep out under the stars, just like cowboys do. Oh, Barney, can we sleep outside, can we? Yeah, can we?
Uh-oh. Oh my, I don't think any of us can sleep outside tonight. It's starting to rain.
It is? It is! Oh, man.
Well, don't worry. We'll still have lots of fun indoors. And you should be happy to see the rain.
We should? How come?
Well, because it does so many wonderful things.
This leads to them singing the Raindrop song from the episode Sweet as Honey. And then after that, BJ and Baby Bop do comment on how the rain is important and how they'll probably still get wet because they have to wash their hands, leading to the song Squishy Squashy Washy from How Does Your Garden Grow. And then, after that, basically Baby Bop says they need to brush their teeth, so they sing the Brushin' My Teeth song from the episode Brushin' Up on Teeth, which is honestly a fitting title for that song, you know?
Oh, I'm brushing my teeth on top. It's so much fun, I hate to stop.
But while I'm brushing my teeth and having so much fun, I never let the water run. No, I never let the water run.
Then after that song is done,
I washed my hands and brushed my teeth. I washed my hands and brushed my teeth.
And I washed my hands, brushed my teeth, and put my nightcap on too.
Oh, Barney, look.
What's so funny, Baby Bop?
Nice hat, Barney.
Oh, this old thing, thanks. And I've got one for you and you.
Wow.
I like it because it keeps my head nice and cozy, even if it does look a little bit silly.
this leads into the gang singing A Silly Hat from Count Me In. And then after that, basically Baby Bop wants Barney to hold her stuffed animals while she looks for a blankie.
Let's see, here's Mitzi.
Hi, Mitzi.
And Flopsy.
Oh, Flopsy.
And Doodles.
Whoa.
After she finds it, she comments on how cold she would be without it, so they sing the song It's Cold, Brr, taken from A Sunny, Snowy Day.
When my teeth start to chatter and my fingers freeze, that's how I know it's cold.
When I shiver and shake from a little bitty breeze, that's how I know it's cold. When I see my breath like smoke in the air, it's really kind of fun, so I don't care. It's cold! It's cold!
It's cold. Brr! I wish I had fur. I wish I was a bear with furry hair. It's cold. It's cold.
After they're done with the song, BJ shows his sister his sleeping bag.
You're going to sleep in that? Uh-huh. Boy, it's very flat. And it's on the floor. Oh, that's a good thing. It is? Sure. If I roll around in my sleep, I can't fall on the floor because I'm already there. Oh, I like that. I don't think it would be much fun to fall out of bed.
This leads to the song Roll Over with the scene taken from The One and Only You. Something that's obviously a season 5 episode because of the fact that Kristen is in it, and Kristen, for some reason, last appeared in Barney's Night Before Christmas, and then was absolutely absent for season 6, but then reappeared in Barney's Super Singing Circus, despite the fact that Be My Valentine with Barney is her actual final appearance. So, what was up with that back then? But anyway, after they're done with that, Babe Bop unrolls her sleeping bag. As Barney points out, it's almost bedtime, even though Babe Bop claims she's not tired. So BJ says she can get ready for bed by hopping a bunch, which leads them to singing the Babe Bop Hop, with the scene being taken from You Can Do It. After that song's done, BJ and Babe Bop decided they want to hear a bedtime story before they go to bed and choose a book. The book they end up choosing is The Tortoise and the Hare, with the story taken directly from First Things First. I'm pretty sure you're absolutely familiar with the story. You know, basically a hare runs fast, the tortoise walks really slowly, the hare challenges the tortoise to a race, the tortoise agrees, the tortoise ends up winning because the hare got too careless and decided to take a nap in the middle of the race, believing that they can still beat the tortoise, proving that slow and steady wins the race, and, you know, maybe not take a nap when you're in the middle of a race. But anyway, after they're done with that, apparently every time BJ yawns, Babe Bop hears a cricket, so they check outside where it stopped raining, and they listen to the nighttime sounds as they sing the song Listen to the Nighttime, with the scene taken directly from Itty Bitty Bugs.
It's each and every nighttime friend, making music for days end. Together they make harmony.
It's like a nighttime symphony.
And after they're done with that song, that's when they start to wrap up the home video.
Oh, is it okay to be sleepy at a slumber party? Oh, yeah.
Sure, it's okay. That means you've had lots of fun, and you're all ready for sweet dreams.
Well, that's what I thought. I've had lots of fun, too. This was a totally awesome slumber party.
Oh, I think so, too. Of course, night or day, it's always lots of fun spending time with people you love.
And then that's when they go into the I Love You song, only it's not sung by Tim Dever here. Even though we have no idea why currently, the best guess that we have so far is that because of the fact that all the songs that were used were taken from episodes that had Bob West in it, they decided to not have Tim sing it so they can go with the whole Bob West being the same voice thing, even though he retired from the role a while ago. And basically, you might recognize this version of the song because this is where I got my second verse for my I Love You demo, which actually reuses Bob's voice from Barney's Musical Castle, which, again, that's the best they can do because of the fact that the Musical Castle video is pretty much has the prototype of the prototype for the I Love You song I like, so what else can they use except from a Musical Castle? Although I can't but feel like Patty and Julie re-record their lines as BJ and Babe Bop because they sound different compared to Musical Castle.
I love you, you love me. We're best friends like friends should be. With a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
Anyway, after they're done with the song, basically, BJ and Babe Bop get into their sleeping bags because they're ready for bed, and Barney made a spot for us on the couch and decides to go upstairs as he turns out the light.
Here we go. Perfect. Nighty-night.
And as Barney turns out the second light and wishes us good night as he goes upstairs to his bedroom, that's when we get to the end credits sequence, which plays an instrumental of songs that we've heard in the home video, and shows off the credits for both this video and the episode clips we've seen, as we get many shots of Barney's house as the credits roll, which is not a very common thing with most Barney home videos, especially Barney house home videos, so that's honestly pretty nice to see, because usually with the end credits of Barney home videos, they only show stills of scenes that happened in the home video, so this is kind of unique. But anyway, with all of that out of the way, that brings an end to the home video Barney's Pajama Party. And to be honest, even though I do like it, it's not anything that spectacular because of the fact that it's just a Barney clip show where we're having a slumber party at Barney's house. So there's not really that much to it, but either way, it's still an enjoyable home video, especially because of the fact that it's currently the last Barney video ever, especially the last Barney project out there to take place at Barney's house. Now, you're probably wondering, after all of that, how did people think that Barney's house was going to be the setting for the new Barney season, Season 7? Well, basically, around like 2001, there was a news article that came out in either like a newspaper or one of the earliest news websites that said that Barney's house was going to be the new setting of the home video and talked about everything that you could do at Barney's house for this new season, which included stuff we already knew about ever since Come On Over to Barney's house. So either this news article got everything mixed up about a new Barney video coming out with if it's being at Barney's house, or they actually believed this would be the new setting for the new Barney show. Or to be honest, they could have been right about this possibly being the new Barney set. Seeing how I did mention earlier, Steven said this video was made as a possibility to introduce a new set for the Barney TV show. So, yeah. But ultimately, this isn't the option they went with, seeing how they want a public and private setting. So that's where they ultimately got the ideas of trying out like a daycare or even an abandoned train station for some reason. And they brought back Cheryl Leach to consult on what the new setting should be for the new season. And the ultimate decision was to go with the park setting that I told you about, while keeping in a caboose that basically was borrowed from the train idea that Cheryl had. And even though they never returned to Barney's house after Barney's Pajama Party, apparently the house got one last cameo in a Barney book released in 2004, which is a Barney sing-along book where they sing the Clean Up song. And basically, I can't believe that they tried to make us think that this is where Barney's house actually is. Especially because other than the door pretty much looking like the same, the front yard looks nothing like Barney's house from what we've seen. And not only that, but it's in an open space where humans can interact with, and not some sort of imaginary land inside of a child's head, because that's supposed to be where Barney lives, in your imagination. So it's like, basically, how are you supposed to convince me that this is Barney's house when we literally have this as concept art as Barney's house? You think you can try to fool me with that? I don't think so. So, yeah. Basically, that's pretty much the end of any appearance of Barney's house at all whatsoever. And it's really sad that they decided that, well, not to go with this house for, like, the setting for the new Barney season. I mean, don't get me wrong, if they ultimately did choose this house, but still went down along the line of how they used the park setting, we probably would have seen this house being used as a setting for Barney's house all the way until the cancellation of the show, which is where this house might have gone a little bit stale if they decided not to add anything new to it, just like they did with the park. So, it's like, yeah. But, I mean, to be completely honest, even though that probably would have been the case, it still would have been special to see Barney's house used in more stuff than just, well, the home video series of Barney home videos. It also would have been special to, like, see this house used in the official TV series. I mean, there's so many opportunities they could have used with Barney's house that they ultimately never used, so it's just leaving us wondering and wanting more. I mean, we never even got to see what other kind of rooms Barney might might have had, or basically see what other rooms he might have that a house usually has, like maybe his bedroom or a bathroom, to teach us about houses. I mean, the season 7 finale is literally talking about different types of houses and what sort of rooms are in a house, so Barney's house would have been a perfect example for that for when it comes to showing actual normal living spaces. And not only that, but even Barney himself says that his house has a lot more stuff that we actually haven't seen yet, when he was wishing us goodbye at the end of the Come On Over to Barney's House video.
My house still has lots of surprises you haven't seen yet. So I hope you'll visit again really soon. You will? Great! Bye-bye now!
AKA the biggest Barney letdown in history. I am so sorry, Barney, but Lyric Studios and Hit Entertainment let you down. They let you down. So anyway, even though we sadly never saw Barney's house again, and even when we did for one final time, it doesn't even feel like it's supposed to be Barney's house, basically, well, I don't know what else to say here, because basically, what else can I say that I've already said? It's just a major disappointment that we never got to visit Barney's house yet again, especially because of how magnificent they made it look in Come On Over to Barney's house. And it's like one of the most genius sets out there, because basically it's a house that can basically do anything you want if you use your imagination, and it's owned by basically the king of imagination himself, which is a talking purple Tyrannosaurus Rex who always tries to encourage us to use our imaginations. And using imagination is literally one of the lessons they try to teach in the Barney show. So it's like, what else can you expect from us but to be disappointed that we never got to visit Barney's house ever again, and that's basically, it never got to be one of the greatest Barney settings of all time in the history of Barney history for when it came to being a setting for a TV show, and not a home video. But either way, even though we sadly never get to see Barney's house ever again, basically it warms my heart to know that we at least once got to go to the house owned by the world-famous purple dinosaur. So, you would think after mentioning the first Barney house video ever, the second Barney house video, the third Barney house video, all of their merchandise, the books, the Let's Go to the Zoo video, and even the live show at malls that takes place in front of Barney's house, you'd think we would be absolutely done talking about Barney's house, right? Well, I'm afraid you're wrong, because there's one more thing we have to talk about. I know that sounds confusing, and I bet you're wondering to yourself, but Christian, what in the heck is there left to talk about if we've reached the end of them using Barney's house? Well, that is actually a surprise, especially because it involves a possible return even though it's not confirmed yet. If you're wondering what it is, I'm saving it as a special final chapter for our last part, so you'll have to watch in order to find out. So, I can't wait to see you next time, because I am honestly so excited to tell you what could possibly be in store for Barney's house. Bye!